Soil is alive. If you look into the surface soil, you will find an environment that is not unlike the bustling cities above. However, down here, skylines are replaced by meandering plant roots. Construction workers don't wear hard hats, and money has no value. Instead, nutrients and energy are the currency exchanged between residents. But unless you're a soil scientist, you probably don't think too much about the world that exists right below our feet. And yet, our past and continued existence on planet Earth is intimately connected to the world within soil. So why is soil so important? One reason is that human agriculture is almost entirely dependent on soils. In fact, it's estimated that 95% of global food production comes from the soil. But food isn't the only thing we get from soils. In fact, soils have been the source of a medical revolution, the age of antibiotics. For instance, penicillin, the first successful antibiotic, was discovered from a soil fungus in 1928. And even today, scientists are still searching the soil for new antibiotics. Soils also harbor important nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, which plants need to survive. So without soils, the rolling hills of Ireland, bustling rainforests in the Amazon, and wild grasslands in the Western US would not exist today. But thankfully for us, and for the Windows desktop background, these ecosystems do thrive. Plants are able to successfully take up nutrients from the soil and integrate those nutrients into their tissues, like their leaves, stems, and roots. But these delectable nutrients are not locked away forever. When a leaf drops from the outstretched branch of a tree, or grasses droop after a long dry summer, a group of mighty microorganisms gets to work. Microbes like Marvin. Marvin is going to be one of a million construction workers that help break down or decompose dead plant matter that builds up on the soil surface. As Marvin and the other construction workers get to work, these delectable nutrients that are stored within the leaves will be released, replenishing nutrient stocks within the soil. This cycle of nutrients going from plants to soil and back into plants is what keeps ecosystems running. But Marvin is sensitive to changes in the environment, just like construction workers in our world above. Changes in temperature or moisture can stress Marvin out. And these shifts in his environment can actually alter how much energy Marvin is able to put into personal survival over his job of breaking down plant material. And in our current era of climate change, Marvin is more likely to experience shifts in his environment. For instance, in many parts of the world, increased agricultural activity, drought frequency, and fire severity will change the soils in which Marvin lives. And these changes can shift Marvin's focus away from his construction job and onto his personal survival. Now, Marvin can't work at the same rate, potentially changing how many nutrients are available in soil for plants and other microbes. As a result, in order for us to predict how local and global ecosystems will respond to global change, we must first understand how microbes respond to changes in their environment. This will be a key step in coming up with solutions to minimize the effects of a changing world. This will help us secure a stable future, not only for us, but also for Marvin and the other mighty microbes that exist within soil and fuel the survival of all life on Earth.